One of the most commonly asked questions I get when it comes to teaching TikTok Shop is, can I do it without having the product in hand? The majority of people who ask this are from countries where TikTok Shop is not available, and therefore getting products to them is very difficult. Other types of people who ask this are those who don't have much money to invest into products when starting. And so in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how you can do TikTok Shop without ever having the product in hand. And this is the most accessible method, meaning it won't cost you a single dollar to start. There is not a single other video on the internet like this, so make sure you watch the entire thing all the way through because I'm going into crazy detail. With that being said, enjoy the video. So you might be thinking in this video I'm going to teach you how to make TikTok Shop content with AI. That is actually not what I'm going to be doing in today's video. If you notice in the intro I said this will not cost you a single dollar, and that's because we're not even going to be paying for any AI tool. Now yes, there are certain ways you can use AI to make a lot of money with TikTok Shop, and I've been teaching my inner circle students how to do this for over a year now. However, unfortunately this is something I cannot put out there for completely free, because if you get a lot of people doing this method, it's not going to exist anymore. A lot of people are resorting to using tools such as Sora and VO3 to make these AI ads, but I'm going to be completely honest, anyone that tells you to do this does not know what they're talking about or have never done TikTok Shop before, because this content does not convert. One reason for this is the content is so easy to tell it's AI, especially with a tool like Sora. The quality is just not good enough. And secondly, a lot of these videos go viral for the sense of entertainment, not the actual sense that you're trying to promote and sell a product. I'm going to go through two different options and you can choose whichever one works the best for you. Quickly before we start, on the 16th of November, I'm hosting a completely free TikTok Shop affiliate masterclass. This is going to be me exposing and leaking my entire strategy to make as much money as possible during Q4 on TikTok Shop. And if you don't know what Q4 is, it's the last quarter of the year which we're currently in, which is where people make the most amount of money. I'm going to be showing off the strategy that I helped Julia get to £41,000 in 20 days with, or even Vivek who made $20,000 in one day, and these were both in Q4 last year. This blueprint works so well. This year Ashton just did a 10k month with it, so make sure you go ahead and secure yourself a spot inside of my TikTok Shop Q4 masterclass, which is going to be the first link in description. There are limited spots available, so do it ASAP, and this is on Sunday the 16th of November. Alright guys, the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is show you an example of what this content looks like, and this is actually from one of my students' pages, Kavix, who works inside the inner circle. I want to mentor him. He literally posted this yesterday, came off of the back of a 10k plus month on TikTok Shop, actually almost $20,000 because he got a GMV bonus and a retainer deal inside the inner circle, plus a little bit of extra cash from CRP too. So this is working extremely well right now, and he's actually based in Poland, so he's from a non-eligible country doing US TikTok Shop. Now for his sake, I'm not going to open his page and show you the username and such. I'm just going to show you an example of the content, and you can apply this for loads of different products.
Just looking at me, you think I have low or high testosterone?
Actually, your test results are a little alarming. Pretty low, you're at 118. You want to be about 500, so you're pretty low. Yeah.
Let's elaborate.
I move feminine, my gestures are feminine.
It's very true. It's very true, yeah.
This is what they said. They said I have low testosterone.
You definitely do.
Damn, bro. What? You eat a lot of sugar?
Yeah, why?
Stop eating sugar.
So I stop eating sugar, it'll like elastic band shrink?
Ask her about
It's not.
ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha also does help a lot. A lot of people take ashwagandha.
So how do I get my testosterone up?
To raise natural
That's
testosterone.
what they were saying, take ashwagandha.
Did they actually?
Yes.
Boom.
What's your thoughts on ashwagandha?
That's a good supplement. It's good for everything in your body.
Okay, so I've actually found a solution for all these problems with these 3 Goli supplements. I take ashwagandha to boost my testosterone and clear up the puffiness in my face. Apple cider vinegar to crash those sugar crystals.
Okay, now you're probably wondering, Tara, you said we don't need to have the product in hand. That is very true. Kavix actually does not have this product in hand. This hand right here is not him. Essentially what we do is we edit the content in a certain way to mean that we don't have any issues at all. For example, we can firstly see he's using clips, right, of celebrities. So you would think, oh, this will get strikes. Well, first of all, what we can notice from the content is he's recording his screen. He's not actually downloading the video and putting it into CapCut. He's just putting his phone up against the screen and recording it. The way this works is TikTok will pick up everything pixel by pixel. And instead of seeing this entire clip pixel by pixel, instead it sees all of these pixels behind. So his wall, his little plants right here, his monitor. And this will basically deem it to TikTok as being original content recorded from his phone, and therefore there's no reason to strike this. Secondly, the way of including the products is basically finding B-roll online of other people using this product, and we just switch between the clips quickly. So we don't play them for a long time, he only keeps them on screen for a couple seconds each. If I show you an example.
Cider vinegar to crash those sugar cravings, and probiotics to keep my skin young and
As you can see, he's constantly switching between clips. He's also showing off images relating to the issues that the product fixes, such as acne, and just putting a photo on his laptop screen and switching between these. So as you can see, through switching between the clips quickly, it basically means you won't have any issues at all, and you can find B-roll online and implement it into your video just like this. Another thing he's also doing is using an AI voice, so if you're someone that doesn't have the best English, then you can also use this too. Now, funny enough, to prove to you guys this method still works, I decided to get a brand new US page, do this content myself, and the first video I posted has already scaled my page to $400 a day. If you guys want to see me expose this page and break down exactly how I did it, then I'm going to be doing that during my live masterclass, which again, you can apply apply for completely free, and that's the only place I'm going to be showing off this account. Also guys, if you're wondering how you get your account set up and how you get access to TikTok Shop from any country in the world, then I do have a full dedicated video on my channel that explains this. I'm going to leave it in the description. Today's video, I'm not going to specifically be going over the account setup and such. I'm more or less going to be going over how you can actually make the content and give you a step-by-step guide. So I would recommend watching this video after this one. Hey, you guys might be wondering, where can I find this B-roll from? There's a lot of different places you can do so, and there's some specific criteria we're looking for. The first place you can go to is YouTube Shorts, and you can just type in the product that you're looking to do. So as you can see, I typed in Goalie Zero Sugar here, and I found some videos of people using it, and you want to make sure their content is faceless, therefore you're not putting their face in the video. As you can see, this person is showing off the product facelessly, and this would be a perfect video that we could go ahead and download or screen record and edit ourselves. Download a video of YouTube, you can go to a site called YT1S, type this in here, open this up, and you can paste the link in here to go ahead and download it as an MP4. Alternatively, we can head over TikTok and actually find it directly off the platform itself. So if we have a look at this video, we can see someone here is showing off the product facelessly too. So this is another great example that we can use to take some B-roll from. Another great thing you need to look for finding videos like this is just making sure there's no text on the screen. Yeah, the reason why a brand like Goalie is so good to promote is, one, there's a lot of affiliate videos that you can use, especially ones with very low views, therefore you're not going to run into many issues. Another reason why this style works so well without needing the product is because the clip does all the work for you. As you can see with this example video that got over 1 million views and loads of sales, it was 43 seconds in until he ever started explaining the product. And what that basically means is, because we use clips of celebrities and influencers talking about the product, they already sell it to the buyer so easily. People trust these celebrities and influencers so much that all you have to do at the end of the video is obviously show the product off here, explain some of the benefits pretty quickly, talk about how it's on a flash sale, and tell them they can buy it below. So your part of the video as an actual affiliate is going to be very minimal, and all of the selling of the product is practically going to be done by the clips, which means that we don't have to constantly be showing off the product for really long. We can just add a couple clips in at the end and we're good to go. The way TikTok picks it up is the fact that if you just show the product and there's actual pixels of the product on screen, then you're absolutely fine. If you were to make this video and didn't include any clips of the actual product being there, then unfortunately you'd get a strike. So it's very important to include B-roll like this. In terms of the actual script, what I recommend doing is looking for viral videos with Goalie or whatever product you want to do. Then you can paste that successful videos link into TalkScript right here, click hide timestamp and copy. Then we want to go ahead and make some edits to this script, but we now have a base template in here, which we know has succeeded before already. So as a beginner, this is a great approach. First thing when we do this, especially if you take this from a video that has a clip at the start, is we need to remove all of the stuff here that has been said by the influencers, because of course we're not going to be saying this. Now that I've got the part where the creator should be talking about it, as you can see, here's where you can decide whether you want to use an AI voice or just speak yourself. In my opinion, it's easier to speak yourself and it will make videos faster to make. But if, for example, you don't speak the best English or you would rather keep extremely anonymous, then you can use an AI voice. I'm going to go ahead and remove all the spaces in the text right here. There's a few things you need to be super careful of. For example, the price mentioned in the product, make sure that it's accurate. For example, if the video you took inspiration from said the price was $32, go on to TikTok Shop and make sure it's actually $32. Because if you claim the price is something that it isn't, you can run into some issues. The next thing I'd recommend is adding some punctuation in there to help the tonality. For example, where in the script it says you can get all 3 of these for $32 because they're 70% off, we're going to add a load of exclamation marks so that the AI character is super enthusiastic about this, because obviously it's a big sale and we want to create that urgency for the person to buy it on your video so you get the commission. Also, I just recommend changing up a couple of things inside of the script itself. So for example, a way I'd reword it is it says, and if you were to buy in store, and I've changed it now to, and please do not buy these in store as you would have to pay $25 per bottle. So just reword it your own way. Once you've done that, you want to find your own voice, and what I'd recommend searching up is going into 11 Labs, going to the voices tab here, typing in American and just scrolling through all of these and finding one that you like. I'm not going to specifically recommend one right here because I don't want everyone to be doing the same voice because it becomes way too repetitive. There's literally hundreds to choose from, and just choose one that's pretty accurate. Don't choose some guy that's doing some whispering ASMR, it's not really going to work. Just pick one that sounds realistic, and for example, if you're doing a female product, then use a female voice. Or if you're using a product that can be sold by men or female, just use whichever one you want. I would recommend those. Be consistent with the voice you're using on your page. Don't change it between every single video. After you finalize that, you can then go ahead and generate your speech. And once it's generated, you'll be able to download it with this little button down here, and we can now go ahead and add this into our CapCut project. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you a live recording of how it will look to record your screen. You can do it on a laptop screen, a TV screen, a monitor screen like I'm doing right here, whatever you have available. What I'd recommend doing is recording it in the sense that you have something above and below the monitor screen so that you're introducing new pixels. You don't want to be so close up because this is practically the same as downloading the clip, and that's a little bit risky. So move yourself away. I wouldn't recommend using the 0.5 lens. The 1x lens is great because it will maintain the quality. And what we can do is between different people speaking here. So if I play this, right now the lady's speaking, so I'm going to focus it on her. And then as soon as the other person starts speaking, you can move towards them. Okay, also when you're recording the screen, as you can see, I'm in a dark environment right now, and this works really well because the screen looks super bright and therefore there's no tearing in the screen, so the clip still looks really high quality. And also what I'd recommend doing is playing the audio out of a speaker, and this means when you're recording on your phone, it's going to pick up the audio as well. So when it comes to the editing process, we firstly have our clip in place right here. Now what you want to go ahead and do is cut this down to the most important part of the clip relating to the product you're talking about. One thing as well to note, guys, is you can experiment. You can have the hook clip right here just be one clip of one influencer, or you can also experiment and find multiple clips of different influencers talking about the same product. For example, Goalie right here sells an ashwagandha supplement, and therefore a lot of these clips are talking about ashwagandha. Therefore, this is what helps this product sell really well. Whatever product you're doing, maybe you're finding clips of influencers talking about pre and postbiotic, or you're finding clips of influencers talking about apple cider vinegar. Make sure the clips you're using beforehand are very specifically related to that product. Once we've added our clip into CapCut, I want to firstly typically increase the volume, because a lot of the time when you just record out your speakers, it's not going to be too loud.
Hey, what's like the average man?
One thing you might notice is now there's a bit of background noise. So what you want to do is select your clip. You want to go over to audio right here, and you want to see enhance voice. My head is covering it slightly, but you should be able to see enhance voice. And this is now going to be processing and applying the clip. And that's going to remove the background audio and just make it high quality. So now if we play this back,
Okay, so wait, what's the number?
So you're at 118.
it sounds way better. The next thing we can also do is just increase this a little bit and just adjust it if we need to move it around. We don't need to worry about adding too many edits and stuff because we've recorded with our phone. There's so many different variables in the clip, which means like you're going to be fine. The next thing we want to go ahead and do is add our voiceover in from 11 Labs and start using the B-roll that we've downloaded. First thing you'll notice is these videos have audio attached on them already. So what we need to go ahead and do is completely mute them. You can either just drag this all the way down to mute the clip. Now I would recommend making some edits to these. The first thing 100% is just zooming in a lot. And when we zoom in a lot, we don't want the product to be out of frame a lot. So we're going to move this down and just adjust it so that basically the entire frame is taken up by the product and it's in the center. So as you can see now, we're showing off the three products, but we're just a lot more zoomed in, which is good. Now, if your product doesn't have any text on it, what you can also do is you can right click and you can mirror on it. However, because this product has text on it, we don't want to mirror it. So we're just going to go ahead and move this back. We do now want to come over to adjust right here, and you can either click auto adjust to let it automatically change it, or some good settings to go ahead and change are firstly the saturation to increase this a lot. You can also mess around with the exposure, just making it brighter, just making it pop more basically. And we're basically making the original video better than it was before, increasing the sharpen to make it more crisp too. But as you can see, that's already really drastically improved how that video looks. Now the key thing with this B-roll is to make sure it doesn't last too long. As you can see, this B-roll starts around 7 seconds and ends around 10 seconds. So I would not recommend letting this footage play for more than 3 seconds in your video. You need to be switching it up. Now that you use one clip from the video, we can then copy and paste this, and we can drag this out to try and find the next clip we want to use. So if we're now specifically talking about ashwagandha, we want to put in this clip right here. And the beauty is this is going to still have all the old effects that we put onto this one, so we don't have to keep reapplying it. But that's the first thing you want to go ahead and do, is basically make sure that you're switching up between all of these clips consistently. Say for example, if the original video you downloaded just doesn't have enough footage to fit your whole voiceover, then that's fine. What you can go ahead and do is just find another video that has some B-roll in, and you can go ahead and download this and put it back to back. In this case, you might be thinking, well, this person has painted nails and this person doesn't. In fact, that's a great thing because that's going to add some engagement bit to the video. As you can see now, we have even more B-roll to go ahead and use, so we can just go ahead and start clipping this up. And if you want the same effects to carry over, we can just right click on this, copy attributes, and paste them onto this one here, so it's got all the increased saturation and stuff, and just adjust where we need to change the zooming in. As you can see when we play this video back,
all these problems with these 3 Goalie supplements.
it's going to be changing between the clips quickly, so we're not going to run into any issues, and we have the product there absolutely fine. Then you would obviously need to go ahead and finish off the video applying this method. Remember, you can also take some videos like we did at the start of your screen, so it means that you don't just have to include videos of the product. We can also add sort of images from ChatGPT of the sort of issues we're talking about, so what this product fixes. In this case, Neon was struggling with low testosterone, and we use ashwagandha to fix that. So what we do is we search up and generate images with AI talking about the issues that low testosterone causes, such as fatigue, tiredness, acne, all that stuff. So for example, I would just search up acne on Google and then just find a stock image of someone's acne, and I'd now get my phone out and I'd record this specifically and then add this into the video, so you can use this instead of just constantly showing off the product the whole time, because this would get a bit boring. Again, we could just search up tiredness right here and just find an image of someone being tired, and start recording this and add it in the video. The great thing we can go ahead and add between the clip and the actual product itself is this sound effect, which is called a riser, and then it has a snap afterwards. The way you want to sync it is make sure that the snap starts as soon as we transition into the clip, and it's going to look something like this. We're just going to turn the volume down because I know this can be a bit loud.
So I've actually...
It means when we switch between the hook and the actual product, it has that build up sound effect and then the snap effect, and that kind of hooks people in and keeps them watching as we go into the product. If you actually want to access the exact sound effect I use for free, you can find it at the bottom of my TikTok shop free course. As you can see at the bottom of the free course, riser sound effect is right here, and there's the entire free course for you to check as well if you want to go ahead and watch through this with the Q4 blueprint, which is an hour and 10 minutes long. You can find this when you join my free Discord community linked in the description. You go to the TikTok shop free course section and you tap on this link right here. It's going to open up straight to the free course. Then all we literally have to do is select all of this right here. We want to go to text, we want to go to auto captions and click generate, and we just add our captions in. Scrolling through the template, something like this where it's just one word at a time is great, but then we kind of want to change the font. This is a bit basic, so you can have a scroll through, see what CapCut has to offer, and choose a font that you like. For example, this one's pretty cool. Once your captions are added in, we then want to go ahead and select them, and again, be unique. Choose a cool color, choose a green. No one else has a green, so let's go ahead and put this here. We can then increase the size of this to kind of be exactly how we want. Make sure that none of the words are sticking out. That's great. And I'd also recommend adding just a bit of a shadow just so it stands out even more. And then you've got your text on top like so. This is literally perfect. Something I like to do to make it look nice and clean is just make sure that the text is like cutting between the end of your monitor just like so, so it sits really nicely. And from here you're literally good to go. Now the second method is way simpler, but only a few people will be able to do it. This is basically for people that don't have enough money to invest into a lot of products but still want to make videos. I'm going to show you this recent example here. People have been doing this on TikTok shop for a while now, but shout out to this creator who just went viral with it.
We come into two shops to find this. This is why I never trick myself. £50 for the Philips one blade, and then a replacement blade I want to get, £16. Them two together, 67 quid in it. Then on TikTok, 31 quid for the whole bundle with free shipping. So instead of paying 67 quid in the shops, you're getting it on TikTok for 31 quid, and that ends in 2 days.
So much better.
So if anyone wants it, links down below.
As you can tell with this video, he does not have the product. He hasn't bought it himself. He just goes into the shop that stocks it and records it. Like I said before, if you just show the product in the video, if the video's pixels are made up of the product itself, then you're going to be absolutely fine. This is a great way that you can go ahead and bulk record loads of different videos for loads of different products that are on TikTok shop. Going into shops or stores that stock this product and just comparing the fact that it is way cheaper on TikTok shop in comparison to in-store. You can do this for a range of products. You can do this for supplements in pharmacies, you can do this for tech products in tech stores. You'll be surprised how many products that are listed on TikTok shop you can actually find in store, and you can make so many videos. These videos will easily be able to make you your first bit of commission, and then you can start reinvesting in any product you want. Reminder as well guys, this video that I have linked in the description where I say how you can do TikTok shop from any country does also teach you how you can order products no matter where you live in the world. Just because you live out of some of the eligible countries such as the UK and the US doesn't mean you can't get these products in hand fast. So if later down the line you do actually want to get the products in hand yourself, then I'd really recommend watching this video as it explains everything you need to know about doing TikTok shop from anywhere in the world. Again guys, do not forget to sign up for the free live masterclass where I'm going to be going through the Q4 blueprint you to be applying for TikTok shop in 2025. I'm going to be exposing an insane amount of strategy whether you're a brand new beginner or you're already experienced with TikTok shop. This is going to set you up absolutely perfect. That being said, I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, please go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel with post notifications on. I'd really appreciate that. All my social medias and second YouTube channel are also linked in the description. If you have any questions or any future video ideas, feel free to drop them in the comments below. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one guys. Peace.